All right, let's dive right into our demo and walkthrough of Clarityflow. So at its core, Clarityflow is all about conversations and messages, and it's all async. So here are the list of all the conversations that I have going with different people when I view my Clarityflow account. They're laid out in a grid, or if I prefer, I can set it to a list view, just like that. Let's go into my coaching conversation with Jane. So as I scroll down, you can see Jane and I are swapping messages back and forth using camera messages, audio only messages, text and attachments, and it's all flowing in this one async conversation. The newest message is posted at the very top, and every message can have threaded replies. So if you click the reply button down here on the bottom right corner of any message, it opens up the thread where you can see additional messages or post another reply underneath it. I'll close this thread here. I can navigate through the history of this conversation using the navigator in the left side. Once you have 3 or more messages, that navigator shows up. When I'm ready to create my response, I'll click New Message at the top. So I can create my message by recording my screen, or just my camera and microphone, or just my microphone. I also have the option to add some text where I can drag in photos or post some links. A few more tools here. I can attach some files. I can pull a template message from my library. I've got a separate video for you all about that. And if I have a message that I recorded using Loom or YouTube or Vimeo or any other player link, I can drop that in here and display that as my message. Or of course, I can just record my message directly into Clarityflow. I'm going to record a quick camera message as an example. So I'll turn on my camera, and before I record, I can check my audio level and make sure that I have the correct camera selected. Okay, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to see this 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I'm recording. So this is my recording, and I'm going to say what I want to say. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click Finish. Now, before I send this message off for Jane to see, I've got a few options. I can play it back. I can discard and re-record my message. I can save it as a draft and come back to it later. I could schedule my message to automatically send at a later day or time. I could also edit my recording and cut out parts of the recording that I just don't want to have in there. But when I'm ready to send it off, I'll click Send Message. Okay, now my message has been sent and Jane has been notified via email and or mobile push notification if Jane has the Clarityflow mobile app installed. In just a few minutes, the transcript of my message will show up just like it did down here. Now, a quick note about the settings on this conversation. By default, the conversation is visible to anyone that we share the link with. That makes it really frictionless for us to share it with a friend or with a client. Or we can set it to private so that only those that we specifically invite would be able to access it and they would have to log in. Now, again, this conversation is one-to-one. It's only between me and Jane. But here's another conversation that I'm in with a small group. And as you can see in this conversation, there are multiple people all participating and exchanging messages in this group discussion. You can see we've got about 6 people participating in this conversation. So conversations in Clarityflow can be one-to-one, or they can have many more people than that. And with that, we'll move on to the next video where I'll show you how to invite your clients and what your client will see when they accept your invitation and get onboarded into Clarityflow. See ya.